Hello again, welcome to the Kaloran Show. This is lesson 80, adding and subtracting mixed measures and polynomials. I'm going to try to make this video shorter as the last one was a little bit longer. So I'm just going to read through the examples and we are going to group them together. Okay. Competing in a triathlon, Regina swam for 27 minutes, 15 seconds. She biked for 48 minutes. So we are going to write our 27 minutes and 15 seconds, and then she biked for 48 minutes and 28 seconds, and she ran for 42 minutes and 53 seconds. Okay, what you're going to be doing here is they want to know a total time that she was out for her triathlon. So we're going to add all of these up, and our end result is going to be seconds. Before we have worked with 2, and we haven't really worked with 3 yet, 3 different numbers. So we're going to be working with all of them. 5 plus 8, what is it? 13 plus 3 is 16. Add 1 plus 1 is 2, 4, 9. So you have 96 seconds there. Here we're going to take 7 and 8 is 15, 16, 17. 2 plus 4 is 6. 10, 107 minutes. So you can see that something is definitely wrong here because we can't have 96 seconds. How are we going to eliminate that? Well, we are going to take away 60 seconds. Okay, and when we take away 60 seconds, we get to add 1 minute because there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So then we are going to end up with a 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. So we have 36 seconds in our end result. This ends up being 108 minutes. Now we can't have 108 minutes either. So we are going to subtract 60 again, take away 1 minute, or 60 minutes, and when we take away 60 minutes, we can add 1 hour. So our end result is going to be 1 hour, 108, 8 minus 0 is 8, 10 minus 6 is 4, 48 minutes, and 36 seconds. Okay, that's how long, 1 hour, 48 minutes, 36 seconds she had exercised for. Way to go, Regina. Much more of an overachiever than I am. Okay, moving on. Example 2 is in your book as well. Junior weighed 7 pounds 12 ounces when he was born. Now he weighs 12 pounds 5 ounces. How much weight has Junior gained since he was born? So we are going to take his 12 pounds 5 ounces that he is right now, and we are going to have to get rid of what he was from the beginning to find out how much he gained. So 7 pounds and 12 ounces. Do you see a problem here? This is something we have not done before where we've had to borrow. So when we have to borrow, do you see that 5 ounces is obviously smaller than 12? So we are going to borrow a pound, which means we are left with 11 pounds. Okay, and when we borrow that pound, we are going to have to add our 16 ounces. So here we're going to add 16 to 5, which makes it 21 ounces. Now we will be able to subtract 21 minus 12, which is 9 ounces. And we are going to take 11 minus 7, which is 4 pounds. So he has gained 4 pounds, 9 ounces. That's awesome. Way to go, Junior. Okay. I think you should be all right on example 3. The biggest thing we're going to talk about today is this famous word that you are going to see for a very long time in algebra. Polynomials, okay? Make sure you don't forget it. Make sure you understand what a polynomial is. A polynomial is when you combine or you have terms, okay? So polynomials could include 4. They could include 4x. They could be 3xy. We've seen all these before. 2x squared. Each and every one of these individually is called a polynomial. Okay? Something very strange happens, however, when we take 2 of them and we add them together. We've learned that we want to add here, and we want to add these 2 terms, but are they like terms? Ooh, another word. Like terms. Are they like terms? No, they are not like terms, so we cannot put them together. So individually, these would be called monomials. Okay, so if they're just written by themselves, that is a monomial, a single term, okay, is a monomial. When we put them together, okay, and we're adding them, okay, this is called two terms, which is also a binomial, okay. Think of a bike. A bike has two wheels, so it is a bicycle. This is two terms, it is a binomial, okay? Here we could also add 4 plus 3x plus 8y. Could you ask yourself, can you add any of these terms together? None of them are like terms, okay? That means now in this polynomial we have 3 terms, okay? When you have 3 terms, guess what it is? Try. Notice how each of the words stems from polynomial. Okay, they all have that nomial. Okay, make sure you remember, tricycle has 3 wheels, so a trinomial has 3 terms. Okay, I think that's pretty much it with the polynomials and the different degrees. We'll learn more at a later date, but not today. The only other thing we're going to talk about is the degree of the polynomial. Okay, it's going to be the highest degree of any of its terms. Okay, so if I have x to the 8th plus x to the 4th plus x cubed, you may think that because they have x, they're like terms, but this exponent makes them all different terms. This would be considered a trinomial. Now, if your textbook or if Mrs. Killorn were to ask you what the degree of this polynomial is, you would give me degree, write that down. Remember, I don't write everything down. You should be paying attention. Polynomial. To what I'm saying, okay, degree of polynomial would be 8. Why? Because it is the highest degree, the highest exponent of each of your terms. Okay, so that is your degree of your polynomial. If a term has one variable, the degree of the term is the exponent of the variable. Okay, so let's go to a term. So 4a, b, c. This is one term because they are not separated by addition or subtraction. If we want to find the degree of this term, we are going to have to add the degrees up of each of these. So each of them, when they don't have a number to the exponent, are 1s. So the degree of the term, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So if I were to have 8a squared x cubed y like that, we would have to find the degree of this term, and the degree of this term is going to be 2 plus 3 plus 1, the exponents of your variables. So we end up with a degree of 6. That is the degree of the term. Okay, keep in mind there's a difference, degree of the polynomial and degree of the term. All right, are there any questions on any of your polynomials? Okay, well, if you have them, you'll have to ask me in class. Make sure you write them down. We are just going to complete what is the degree of this polynomial? Three is correct because it's your largest exponent. Okay. One other thing we're going to discuss, x plus 2x cubed plus 2 plus x squared. Make sure you understand how to write polynomials and how to say them, because we need to speak them as well as write them. In this polynomial, you can see that my highest degree is not farthest to the left like you have seen so far. We are going to arrange polynomials so that they have the highest degree to the left. So our 2x cubed is the highest degree because it has the highest exponent. Our next one would be x squared because it has the second highest degree. Our next one would be x, and our last one would be 2, and it'd be just like x to the 0, But what does x to the 0 equal? Anything to the 0 power, class? 1. So we don't need it there. Okay, so this would be arranging the polynomial with the highest degree term first, okay, descending order. If we want to add binomials, this is our last step here, so hopefully I'm cutting it a little bit shorter than the last two. It's just a lot of information, you guys, and you've got to understand how to do this. X plus 6 and 2x minus 3. We're going to add them. So you guys, when we add, I'm going to line them up like this. 2x minus 3. Okay, so I'm going to line my polynomials up like this when I'm adding. So we can see that 6 plus a negative 3 is going to make 3. And 2x, or x plus 2x, remember I have 1x and I add 2 x's, I'm going to end up with 3x. This is a positive, so your solution would be 3x plus 3. All right, that's all I have for you. Make sure you finish those practice set problems before class, and make sure that you ask any questions before class that you have on polynomials or adding mixed measures. Thank you. Come again.